Hello, this is Heidi Nakanishi here to give you a tutorial on how to use the prototype for my new dating app, Fête, Coquette. Fête, Coquette is French for the flirtatious party, and it's meant to help you match, make, and locate fellow flirts in your area with the help of a GPS tracking system that I refer to as the Heat Seeker. Before we get started, I just want to point out that I have borrowed Apple's iOS template for the backdrop of the designs I've created, as well as this larger phone backdrop that comes from solidifyapp.com, the website that's actually nice enough to help me with this prototype and programming it. If you look at the lower right hand side corner of your screen, you'll notice that there is an arrow here, and if you click on it, the highlighted hyperlinks that I have programmed for the prototype will show up. Now, if you prefer to have a more organic experience, then I'd highly suggest that you click on that icon again and remove the hyperlinks so that you can naturally flow through the app and have a more interesting journey. So just to get started, you normally find my thumbnail here on this menu for Apple, and you'd click on it, and of course you'd have the splash page here. You'd click on the go button and you'd be brought to the registration page. Now, this is either to register or to sign in. We'll assume that you haven't been here before, so you might be a bit confused, which is one of the reasons why we have our How It Works button right here. So you click on it and it'll give you information about the Heat Seeker and the icon that's used to activate the Heat Seeker. And it points out the benefits of having the heat-seeking device so that we're not so, say, conspicuous when we're meeting a person for the first time that maybe we've met online. And it's just obvious to the rest of the world that we don't know who we're looking for. By having Fête Coquette, you can have somewhat of a fun cat and mouse game tracking down that person that you'd like to meet. Now, if you're not in the mood for having an impromptu rendezvous, we also offer the opportunity to actually schedule an event. Now, you can do so by choosing a location that you'll meet at, or you can sign up with meetup.com, the site that we're in collaboration with, to actually have the peace of mind of being at an organized event if you're not quite brave enough to go out and have that fun impromptu rendezvous. Either way, if for some reason your suitor has turned out to be not as suitable as you had hoped, we offer the Ditch Your Date button. With this, your GPS tracking device will be deactivated and you will no longer have contact with that person. Now, only the person who initiated the Ditch Your Date device will be able to change things if that was a mistake that was done. So we're going to get ready to start flirting and sign into the app. Again, we'll assume that this is your first time here, so we'll click on register. You'll be able to fill out the information here, or for a shortcut, you can go to your social media sites and use the information that you've had listed there already. Now, I would highly recommend using meetup.com if you're not going to fill out this information, solely because this will be the site that you will be the go-to site for future organized events if you're not doing an impromptu rendezvous. So, once you're signed into the app, you'll be sent directly to your profile to fill out the information here. You have the opportunity to either you can be visible to the public, you can only be visible to a select few, or just go stealth. Be invisible until you can build up the courage to actually get out there and start dating. Because of studies that I've read that have shown that most people embellish about a lot of the information on their profiles, including age and physical characteristics, I've deleted most of those items. As far as age, I've just left it at being an age range, so no one has to be preoccupied with a certain number on the screen and they can get to know a person a little bit better. There's also the option of choosing male, female, or transgendered. This app is very open to the straight community as well as the LGBT community, so all are welcome. I've also deleted the written bio aspect of the typical dating app, and in exchange for a video intro. I like the video intro because instead of being enamored by a well-written app, we may be enamored by a well-spoken video introduction instead, or maybe not so well-spoken, maybe the twinkle in a person's eyes, or maybe they're quirky cool and have some odd proclivity that we might find endearing, or maybe someone is into slam poetry or wants to do a guitar solo, serenade you for a moment, or sing a song or dance, whatever the case may be. This video introduction will at least give the person the peace of mind of knowing that they are dealing with a real person and not some borrowed picture from the internet from 10 years ago. Now, if you're not so artistically savvy, and maybe you want some kind of tune to represent who you are, we also offer SoundCloud. This way you can show a life's theme or your mood for the moment. You can search the list here. For this case, I'm going to choose Aloe Black's The Man, and once you click on Got It, this is going to show up on the profile. Voila, here I am, Stormborn NYC. And I should forewarn you that this app is heavily decorated with Game of Thrones themes and name derivatives. So from here, you can see we have the public profile, and you can click flirt if you like someone, or if the person doesn't like me, they can click on pass. When someone clicks on pass, that means that if they have never seen you before, they will never see you, because you click pass, and that has now blocked any further communication from ever happening if there was no previous communication. Now, you can also go to the home button there, which is what I clicked on, the target there, and it will bring you here where you can find flirts, your flirt alerts, your mutual matches, and your messages. Before we actually go into these, I want to point out that we also have the magnifying glass up here on the upper right hand side corner of your app. And you'll be able to look for a username, maybe change the location so it's not just about where you are immediately, or if you want to look for a man or woman or both, whatever you're up to, it's your choice. And of course, you can always go back to how it works if you're still a little bit confused about how things work. Now, if you go to find your flirts, you'll see a list of people here. And again, as I've mentioned, you can click flirt or you can click pass. I, of course, have included my imaginary husband, Khal Drogo, here. He's going to be the star of this tutorial and our future date that's going to happen. So, someone is browsing through, and say he clicks on the flirt button for me, I will now end up in his flirt list. I will be shown as flirts that he has attempted to make contact with in the outgoing section, and then of course the incoming section will have lists of people who are interested in him. Now, say for instance he's not interested in Snow Stark. Once he clicks on the pass button, because she did make an effort to contact him, she will receive a message that says that he is flattered but politely declines any flirtation with her, any further contact. After that happens, then there will be no more contact between the two of them unless Khal Drogo decides that he's changed his mind and goes into the hidden flirt menu of people that he has declined. Now, say he's interested actually in the Oathkeeper and he clicks on the flirt button. She, along with anyone else he's interested in, will end up in the mutual matches listing. And there I am, of course. So, if Khal Drogo is interested in me and and I'm interested in him, and we see each other in the mutual matches section, and we click on our profiles, there'll be a side-by-side profile to give us an idea of how we look together. Don't we look cute together? I think so. And from there, I can click and get more information about him and look at his video and see what he's about. And, you know, I can also send him a message, or he can send me a message. I can check my messages. I can actually go to the main site and go to my messages and see that I have a list of interested suitors. And then I can go back and forth with Drogo here. And when we go to the mutual matches, say he's decided that he wants to meet me. Well, he is going to click that he wants to meet me now. But he's also interested in the Oath Keeper, but he doesn't want to see her right now. So what he's going to do to have his girl on the side is arrange a meeting with her through Meetup. So let's say he wants to go to the Cinco de Mayo event. He's going to join it by RSVPing, and then he's now going to have that listed in his date organizer, because Khal Drogo is a very popular man. So here would be in the Single NYC Croton Lounge is where he may possibly meet the Oath Keeper if she also agrees to meet him. So when we go back to meeting up, he wants to meet me now. He's already set up his plans for Oath Keeper, so he wants to meet me now. So I'm going to get an invitation to meet him. And mind you, when the Heat Seeker is activated, it only does so with the permission of both parties. Coordinates will never be revealed without the permission of both parties. In this case, Khal wants to meet me, so he is volunteering his location at where is actually at this moment is the Tonic Bar in Times Square. So if I decide I want to go, which of course I do want to go, I'm going to click the Agree button, or I can click the Heat Seeker or the Seek button, and it's going to immediately send me to go find him in that area. Now, for some reason, I've lost my mind and I decided I'm going to ditch this date because I don't want to see him, or he's turned out to not be so friendly. I can click that button and he will be notified through a text message that the date has been canceled. Now, that's another aspect of the app that's really good, is that there is a text messaging system, so that in the event that someone is requesting an impromptu rendezvous, or needs to postpone, or needs to cancel, they'll immediately know instead of having to wait until they log back into the website. In this case though, say I don't actually want to cancel seeing him, I just want to postpone for another time, and maybe for another hour or another day, I'll click on the postpone button, and then I will be taken to the schedule menu, and I can either choose a location, say O'Flanagan's, or I can go back to the meetup.com site and find an event that I can suggest to him. We'll say that I'm looking at O'Flanagan's, and I'm going to send him that suggestion, and he will receive this text message expressing that I'm interested in rescheduling from our impromptu rendezvous, and then he can choose whether or not he wants to proceed. So I believe that would probably be everything that you would need to know at this point. I hope that it's been helpful, and please do contact me at HeidiNakanishi@gmail.com if you have any questions. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoy.